What's up guys, it's Ryan Hewer back to you with another video, and today we're talking about real estate investing and what I do with virtual wholesaling. And in today's video, I wanted to bring you a technique on how to find cash buyers in any market across the United States very easy, and wholesale your deals quickly without having to pay for big data or do anything extreme or take a long time to build a buyer's list, buy a buyer's list, or anything like that. And it starts with something very simple, and that is using and leveraging realtors and what's currently on the market to reverse engineer and find cash buyers. So how exactly do we do that? We're gonna jump into my computer and I'm gonna show you this technique to find cash buyers for your deals, no problem, all the time. Here we go. All right guys, welcome into my computer. We're gonna go into how we find cash buyers in any market very quickly. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with Zillow, free service, you don't have to pay for anything. And we're just gonna look up a random market. So I'm gonna go to, say, Jacksonville, Florida. And this is a market I've never done a deal in. But let's just say that you acquire a deal in Jacksonville, Florida. You get a deal under contract in this market and you have no idea how to find a cash buyer. So we're gonna use one of these properties. Let's just pull something distressed here, maybe like, let's find something. Let's use this house, posted 3 hours ago, 11420 Beecher Circle. There's only one picture of the front. It looks okay, it looks like a decent house, but if there's no interior pictures, it might need some work or something. So we're gonna use this house as our subject property and pretend that we have this deal. So if we have this deal, we're gonna go ahead and search for that property in Zillow. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go out to the map view. So here's our subject property. Now here's what we're gonna do is we're going to look for houses in the area that are flips that are currently listed on market. So if there's a house, think about this. If there's a house that's flipped and renovated and it's listed on market with a realtor, who is that seller? That seller is an investor that realtor is representing. And guess what? If that seller, that investor is selling the house they just flipped, what are they gonna wanna do if they're a full-time investor? They're gonna wanna look for another house to flip. So very simple. So we can go here in this area and click on, it's already there, for sale. And then we can just look at houses that might be flips. So we could click on this one. Let's see what's going on here. This looks like, no, it looks a little bit more dated. And one of the main things you can see, like see how there's books in here, there's a bed. This definitely isn't staging, so that's not a flip. But we're just gonna try and find something in here that could be a potential flip. This might not be the best area. What's going on here? So this looks like it could be a flip. Yeah, this has got new floors. This looks like it could be staging. Let's see if we can find the closets, because if you look at closets in a bedroom and the closet is not full, then it's staged and it is a flip. If there's clothes in the closet, it's just a nice house. Pro tip. So we're gonna assume that this was flipped. If this is a condo or townhouse, so it's not exactly a direct comp to our property because ours is a single family home. But this could be a person that is an investor. And if I really wanted to check, I could take this address and plug it into PropStream, a service I use to go over all my housing data that's a little bit better than Zillow and has some more features, but it is paid. So this one is contingent, 15 days. Let's see real quick if we can just look at it in Zillow and find the transaction history. So it was listing removed. It was sold for $205 in September on market, and then it was listed for sale at $279. So yeah, this was definitely a flip. So somebody bought it for $205 and they quick flipped it, turned it around, put a little bit of work into it. Now they're listing it at $280. Pretty sweet deal. Looks like a wholesale kind of flip deal. So say we wanted to see if this investor who did this remodel was interested in our property. All we'd have to do here is go and see who the listing agent is, Renda Hill at INI Realty. And you could look her up on Google and call her, or you could come down here. Sometimes you have to be careful with Zillow because it'll give you their recommended realtors or the people that are paying for ad spots on there. So it won't give you the actual listing agent phone number. But I think at the bottom, like, don't do this. This will do a Zillow agent. It won't actually do the, but if you call this number, 904-343-0930, this should be the actual seller's agent. You could call her and just say, hey, Renda, my name is Ryan. I was looking at your property that you have for sale on Stowe Cottage Lane in Jacksonville. And I was just reaching out because it looks like that property's a flip. And I wanted to see if your client who's selling that property with you might be interested in another flip opportunity. We have a property just around the corner that we think they might like. I'd be happy to give you the details on it and see if your investor might be interested in that. And you can literally do this for, like, there's not a whole lot going on in this area as far as for sale in Jacksonville, but in any market you can come and do this and find buyers pretty quickly. It's an easy technique. You call them, and the most important thing about this is most investors or anybody that's buying or selling something, you have to catch them at the right time. And this really leverages buyer timing because sometimes, say, an investor only has so much capital or they only do 1 or 2 projects at a time. It might be a great deal, but the timing might not be right for them. If this is contingent and it's pending sale, they're in the right time frame where they're going to be looking for a new project. So, and the realtor is going to be happy to pitch the deal to them for you, so you don't even have to sell them that hard, because guess what? The listing agent is going to get the next listing. So if the deal goes through, then the buyer's going to be happy who flips the property, and guess who they're going to list with? They're going to list with the agent who brought them the deal through you. You might have to pay the agent like a 3% commission or agree to something out of the wholesale price, or you might not. They might just be happy to do it for free so that they get the listing on the back end when the flipper turns around and sells it. But this is a really great technique that you guys can use in any market. Just on Zillow, free, search your subject property and go around and look for flips that are currently for sale. Something that sold and then is reselling within a year or within 18 months. It doesn't have clothes in the closet and it looks updated. And you can say, hey, call all those agents. And if this investor isn't interested, they might have another investor. Hey, I see you represent that investor. Do you have any other investors in the area that are looking for something that fits these guidelines? 269K purchase price, 3.2, 1588 square feet, or whatever you got the deal for. So that's the video. That's how you find cash buyers in any market pretty quick for free and get your deals sold. Hope you guys liked this video. Hope it provided some value to anybody that's in real estate investing or virtual wholesaling. And if you'd like to learn more about virtual wholesaling, check out my course, digitalflippers.com with a Z, Digital Flippers. And check it out. It's like $200 and it gives some good content and strategy if you resonate with my content over how I do what I do and flip 2 to 3 contracts a month on the side of my full-time private aviation job. Thanks, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.